Good morning. This is Pastor Jeff, and this is our daily lectionary readings for Wednesday, May 17th, 2023. Sorry for the delay. I'm just running a little bit behind. Our psalm reading is Psalm 93. Our Old Testament reading is in book of Deuteronomy, chapter 31, verses 1 through 13. And then our New Testament reading comes from the Gospel of John, chapter 16, verses 16 through 24. With it being Wednesday, we're still reflecting back on what happened at church on Sunday. Let us listen in through the New International Version, Psalm 93. The Lord reigns. He is robed in majesty. The Lord is robed in majesty and armed with strength. Indeed, the world is established, firm and secure. Your throne was established long ago. You are from all eternity. The seas have lifted up, Lord. The seas have lifted up their voice. The seas have lifted up their pounding waves, mightier than the thunder of great waters, mightier than the breakers of the sea. The Lord on high is mighty. Your statutes, Lord, they stand firm. Holiness adorns your house for endless days. Our Old Testament reading comes from the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 31, verses 1 through 13. Then Moses went out and spoke these words to all of Israel. I am now 120 years old, and I am no longer able to lead you. The Lord has said to me, you shall not cross the Jordan. The Lord your God himself will cross over ahead of you. He will destroy these nations before you, and you will take possession of their land. Joshua also will cross over ahead of you, as the Lord has said, and the Lord will do to them what he did to Sihon and Og, the kings of the Amorites, whom he destroyed along with their land. The Lord will deliver them to you, and you must do to them all the things that I have commanded. Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or terrified because of them. For the Lord your God goes with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you. Then Moses summoned Joshua and said to him in the presence of all Israel, be strong and courageous, for you must go with the people in the land that the Lord swore to their ancestors to give them, and you must divide it among them as their inheritance. The Lord himself goes before you and will be with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you. Do not be afraid and do not be discouraged. So Moses wrote down this law and gave it to the Levitical priests, who carried the ark of the covenant of the Lord, and to all the elders of Israel. Then Moses commanded them, at the end of every 7 years, in the year for canceling debts during the festival of tabernacles, when all Israel comes to appear before the Lord your God at the place he will choose, you shall read this law before them in their hearing. Assemble the people, men, women, and children, and the foreigners residing in your towns, so they can listen and learn to fear the Lord your God, and follow carefully all the words of the law. Their children who do not know this law must hear it and learn to fear for the Lord your God as long as you live in the land you are crossing the Jordan to possess. Our New Testament reading, the Gospel of John 16 through 24. Jesus went on to say, in a little while you will see me no more, and then after a little while you will see me. At this point, some of the disciples said to one another, what does he mean by saying, in a little while you will see me no more, and then after a little while you will see me, and because I am going to the Father? They kept asking, what does he mean by this, a little while? We don't understand what he is saying. And Jesus saw that they wanted to ask him about this. So he said to them, are you asking one another what I meant when I said, in a little while you will see me no more, then after a little while you will see me? Very truly, I tell you, you will weep and mourn while the world rejoices. You will grieve, but your grief will turn to joy. A woman giving birth to a child has pain because her time has come. But when her baby is born, she forgets the anguish because of her joy that a child is born into the world. So with you, now is your time of grief. But I will see you again, and you will rejoice, and no one will take away your joy. In that day you will no longer ask me anything. Very truly I tell you, my Father will give you whatever you ask in my name. Until now you have not asked for anything in my name. Ask, and you will receive, and your joy will be complete. Here ends our readings for the day.